Hey, Corinne. How are you doing? I attempted to try to stream, but I can't figure out how to stream yet, but I'll figure it out for next week. Um, how are you doing? Um, Hi, Willow Moon. Thanks for coming back this week. Yeah, yesterday was extremely devastating. I'm sure it was devastating for a lot of people. Um, I feel like the most devastating part is that there's so many people that value misogyny, racism, xenophobia that I didn't quite realize in this country, and that was devastating. I really felt like Kamala had a really good chance, um, but it's it's scary because he's gonna try to end democracy and um, create this dictatorship, right? And so I contacted my sorry, that's a email. I'm gonna have to talk to him later. Um, Email tech. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I talked to my mentor yesterday because I was at work and I was on the verge of tears. So I was actually starting to cry. And I texted her and I was like, we're not good. And she called me back because she was like, what do you mean we're not good? We are good because we stand in the light. Like now is the time for us to really put in the work, to really stand up. And I'm like, oh, God, I'm so exhausted. Like, this is so heavy. And she's like, you got to rise up. Like, you got to rise up. And so I really let it out just talking to her. And then I said, you know what? You're right. Like, just allow me a moment to just really grieve this loss and let me come back and be the light, be what I need to be. Right. And just like a whole bunch of fears just came in, like Project 2025 and all the things that it documented. And I'm like, I don't even know if I'll have a job as far as like doing therapy because they want to take away therapy. They want to take away a whole bunch of stuff that's just like fundamental to just being human, right? And it's just it's really insane. It's really insane. But I can't live in fear. I cannot live in fear. I have to rise above it, right? And also normalizing the fear that people are feeling like it's legit real. We don't know what's going to happen. Um, but what's great is that in the House, there's still a good amount of Democrats in the House. So they still have to like vote on things and whatnot. And so we have to fight. We can't just lay down. Like look at our grandparents or even our parents that lived in like the civil rights days and how crazy it was just to ask for just equality and to go from that was like in someone's lifetime that happened. And so now it's like here we go again, like trying to go all the way back, but he's trying to go all the way back to like the 1700s where women don't have rights. Um, until racial marriages, they talked about that, like for states to decide whether or not they're going to allow that to pass. And I'm like, what type of shit is this? Like, what? Why are we going back? And it's crazy because like lower class, lower and middle class think that his plan is for them, and it's not. It's really not. Like it's not. Narcissists do not care about anyone outside of themselves or people that they want, right? So he's looking for the corporations, the high tech businesses, the upper middle, the upper class, not upper, the upper class. That's what all these things are going to benefit. They're not going to benefit the average American. He does not know what an average American is, but because he did not grow up in that experience. So it's like I had a relative of mine tell me that Project 2025 wasn't real. It was a false narrative. And when I just talked about, like, humanity things like misogynism, sexism, xenophobia, like he bypassed all of that and just focused on the fact that I talked about Project 25. And I was like, that's where you're choosing to debate me on? Okay. So again, like, we're all on our own journeys, right? The dualities. We have to have dualities. We have to have the good and the dark. And right now, we're entering a dark place, a dark phase. And I really hope that people that voted for him really get what they want out of it. It's really beneficial for white males. Let's be 100% real. It's only beneficial for white males in this country. It does not benefit women. It's not benefiting women. Why are they so obsessed with their bodies? I have no idea. No idea. I don't know. But it's okay to feel how you're feeling. I'm just gonna say that. It's okay to feel what you're feeling. And there's a lot of anxieties, a lot of fears about what's to come, what's that's gonna look like. Um, but we'll just have to see. Like, there's a lot of things that he did not get done his first term, which is why Joe Biden came in. They didn't want to vote him in. So we'll see. Like, I don't find him confident to lead a country. His narcissism is just, it's too much. It's too much to make any impactful, positive change for the American people. But this is how it is. It's like, how is it that when the Democratic Party loses, do we see any riots? Do we see any storming of the Capitol? No. But if he would have lost, that's what would have happened. So that says a lot, right? That people are not on the light. Excuse Mendo. I think his dad might be home or something. I don't know. Mendo, chill. Mendo, come here. Mendo. They both get excited when their dad comes home because he usually gets them treats. But okay, so I'm going to read the comments. Yeah, Corinne said, I think some people feel that living with their eyes closed is better, like living in ignorance. Like, they refuse to look at things for what they really are. Like, they choose to lack. And, me and my supervisor had the same discussion this morning. I was like, it's almost like these people are delusional. She's like, no, they're not delusional. Like, they're ignorant, and they're choosing to be ignorant. They're choosing to not look at facts and or be educated, right? And she's like, the people that we deal with at work, they're sick. They're delusional because they're sick, not because they're ignorant. There's a stark difference. And so I was like, you're right. You're right. I'm just trying to give them some type of, like, I don't know, like a soft pill to lie on. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, ignorance is not bliss, right? There are no place in this country that are culturally right. There's racism, misogyny, transphobia, homophobia, xenophobia everywhere in every state. I live in California, and you would think that it's not like that here, but it is completely like that here. In fact, I saw a map of the majority of California is really red. The outliers are like coastal Sacramento. I'm from Sacramento. That's blue. That's the most diverse city in the state. I'm not sure about the country, but for sure the state. It was a melting pot. I remember growing in school, elementary school, there wasn't one dominant ethnic group or race at my school. And it was so cool. We had different kids from different ethnic backgrounds, and it was great. It was never an issue about, like, oh, like, I'm the only Black kid or whatever. In high school, there was only a few of us in the whole school because it was a magnet school. It was a small school, but I still didn't feel like I didn't feel different or left out or anything. But now where I live in a Nevada County. It's in California, and it is about an hour or so outside of Sacramento, east of Sacramento. And it's real, like, there's a lot of liberals that live here, a lot of hippy dippy people that live here. And there's also a lot of blue collar people that work here. That live here, sorry, that live here. So I see Trump stuff, I see Kamala stuff. Um, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, and just being aware that this is the world that we live in, and not just here in America. Like, that shit is worldwide, unfortunately. Um, and stay in the light is the only way forward. Yeah, but yes, that's absolutely true. But again, just coming back to how we're feeling and just normalizing how we're feeling, and it's okay to feel that way, right? I feel like there's a climate of a lot of sadness more than anger over this situation. I don't know, like, have you guys witnessed that too? Just like going online and just like looking at stuff, and I'm just seeing a lot of sadness, right? Um, so, hi, how do I move on from the fact that my twin flame and I are supposed to use our gifts in the political sphere for good, but we did not know how to work to heal everything going on? It sucked. Okay, so I don't necessarily want to talk about twin flames today. I really want to focus on just raw feelings that's happening now, okay, about what happened yesterday, just having a space for that. If you're interested in a session with me, I do offer conscious relationship mentoring sessions where we can dive in deep about your conscious relationship that you're encountering, and I can help provide um, intuitive guidance in a dedicated hour with you, but I will not be doing that here. Okay. So if you're interested in doing that, please look at my bio, my last video, and it'll show you it'll have a link on how you can schedule with me if you're interested in that. But honestly, I haven't looked into it. I'm trying to predict catastrophes right now. Just I'm not trying to, yes, catastrophe. Sorry, I misread that. Just focusing on healing and easing into the work. You can't do anything if your mental health ain't right, and that's 100% true. That's why I told my mentor Danielle yesterday. I was like, look, I gotta have the time to grieve before I can sit in a meditative spot. Like, I need to be able to feel this. I need to feel it, and I need to really feel it. I don't want to hold anything back, and then I want to release it, and then I'll be good to meditate. So that's exactly what I did. And when I tell you my whole mood just shifted, it just shifted. Because, like, I remember getting up in the morning. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning every morning. And I looked at the results and I said, fuck, fuck. I was so upset. I was so upset that my stomach was nauseated. Nauseated. I've never been that upset. And I felt physically ill. So then my fiance called me in the morning and asked me how I was doing. And he was like, babe, we can't control that. We can't control anything. We can only control what happens in our lives. And I was like, you're right. You're right. That's all I can control. I can only control that. Can't control anyone else's actions. I can only control me, myself, and I, right? So refocusing on things that bring me joy, connecting with spirit, right? Helping to elevate my energy. That felt good. That felt good. And so I redirected my attention to mediumship. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I want to do that. Planning a wedding, like, we're planning our wedding, like, literally in this, like, literally planning our wedding right now, planning on what the future is going to hold, right? Like, working on, manifesting a remote job for myself, while I continue to build Blossom and Rise, investing in a mediumship mentoring program that I started looking into Tuesday. And so I'm contemplating, and I'm like really intentional about manifesting the funds in order to do this program, because I think it would be great. It's with a well-known UK medium. Um, and so I'm choosing to redirect my focus. I'm choosing to be in the light, right? Um, because that's more important. I can't sit in fear. That's not going to change anything. Not going to change anything. And it's going to keep me stuck. And I can't be stuck. That's not part of my personality. I can't. I got to find a way out. I got to find a way out and do something else. And I thought today would be great instead of just practicing mediumship again to just hold space for anyone that wants to discuss the results from yesterday. It's heavy. Willow Moon, can you tell me what English, what you guys feel about the election? Because it's wild. And it's going to affect like nationwide, not just nationwide, worldwide, excuse me. It's going to affect worldwide. So I'm just curious. So you're here from another country. So I would love your feedback on the results from yesterday. And if you can hear jazz music in the background, that's due to my fiance. He leaves the jazz music on for the puppy wuppies. So when I come home, I just hear jazz music and I love it. I love jazz. I grew up listening to jazz. And I thank my parents for that. They introduced me to some really good music. Really good music. Mindo, come here, poop. Hi, baby. You guys want to see my boy? Come here, babies. Come here. Come say hi. Come on. Mindo, come on. He's like apprehensive. He's like, I don't know if I want to do this. Come here, my love. Oh, there's my babies. Say hi, Mendos. Is that Mendo? That's Mendocino. I named him after my favorite little village in California, Mendocino. It's the Mendo. Hi, baby. You're missing Dad? You want Dad to be home? He's like, yeah, Mom, I want my dad to be home. Dad will be home soon. Okay, my love. I love him so much. He's like, Mom, this is too much. I swear he's an Aquarius. I swear. I'm gonna pop out. I love that. I think I'm not ready to talk about it at the moment. That's okay. I'm doing some creative work. It makes me feel a little bit more sane right now. Sitting, love, and appreciation. Thank you, Corinne. I love you. Take care of yourself. When you're ready to talk or you want to talk, you know that you can always talk to me about it. I hope to see you next Thursday. Next Thursday, I plan on practicing mediumship. Okay. Thank you. Have a good night. You're lying. Oh my God. Awful. Like our prime minister congratulating him and talking about looking forward to working together made me feel sick. A lot of people I've spoken to online, both here and the US, are so scared. Yeah. Yeah. And it's wild that anyone would congratulate him from other countries. I guess because it keeps, United Nations together, right? Um, yeah, I'm thinking like World War III in the back of my mind with him. It's highly plausible at this point. Highly plausible. And he he recommended like tariffs, like building tariffs, and I'm like, you do realize that the American people are going to be the ones that are paying these tariffs, right? Like everything that I just have to laugh at this point because it's goofy as fuck. It's goofy, and these people are for it. But remember, we are of the light, okay? We shine bright. And are you cold, my little love monkeys? Are you cold, my love? Oh, my babies. Him is shaking in my lap. um, my baby. I love him so much. I really do. He brings me so much joy in my life. My ex found him at his job. He came to his job looking for food. He was a little baby then. And so he asked me, he's like, hey, would you mind fostering him until I find his owner? I was like, okay, this was in 2016. It was like the end of 2016 too. And so I said, yeah, I can do that. And then we found out that his previous owner died of an overdose. And so I kept him and I said, I'm going to name him Mindo. And so that's how he came into my life unexpectedly. 9 months, no, it was 6 months after my first baby passed. Her name was Mama's. We had to put her down, my baby. I had her since freshman year of high school, and she passed when I was 27. And then he came into my life. And so I love him. Mendo. Did you hear him? You hear him make a sound? He does not like it when I'm super close to him and his face and stuff. He's like, Mom, you need to back up. But he's shaking right now. My baby's so cold. Him is cold. I'm cold, my little love monkeys. Him is cold. But yeah, if you have issues staying in the light, we can do an exercise. If anyone's interested, I can help you learn how to, what's the word, extend your light and also be able to pull it back in. If anyone's interested, you can let me know. How are you shaking and then not shaking? You fake out. Okay. We will do that. Okay, Mendo, I'm going to have to let you go, my love. You going to go find Jenny? He doesn't know. Okay. I'm going to put him down because his dad's going to come home any moment and I want him to have the freedom to yell. I am. Okay. I love you, Mendo. Okay. All right. So go ahead and just like get comfortable wherever you're at. Hair all over me now. Okay, so get comfortable. Try to sit with your legs uncrossed and your hands uncrossed. You want to put them on your lap. You want to have them faced up. If you want to hold like this in your heart chakra, just do like whatever feels right for you. Okay. And I want you to, oh, my ears are ringing. Okay. So focusing on your breath. So I'm going to count to 3. So we're going to do 3 counts in and then 3 counts out. And then I'll give instruction. Okay. Okay. So we're going to feel comfortable. We're going to relax our shoulders. We're going to take a deep breath in and then we're going to hold for the count of 3. Okay. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. Okay. Breathe in. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. Okay. And continue to just focus in on your breath. Just take nice, easy breaths in and out. And if you find your mind is being distracted, just go ahead and just come back to your breath. Acknowledge them and let them go. And return to the breath. So I want you to envision a golden light emanating around you. Okay? Around your whole body like a bubble. See it coming out of your body, as close to your body, as if it was like a highlight. Okay? With each breath in, imagine that highlight around your body expanding outward. Okay? It's the light, the divine light that is protecting you and always there with you. And we're extending outward with each breath. Okay, this light, it feels really warm. It feels comforting. It feels safe. You're exactly where you need to be. And this light is also giving you healing. All your worries, all your fears, concerns, anxieties, sadness, anger. Just allow it to come out in this light as you're expanding outwards. Just allow it to just fall out into the light. Okay, just allow it to pour out of the light. Just allow it to just pour out. And now, as you're doing that, continue to see that light. It's expanding outside of your body. You are safe, you are loved, and you are protected. And it is okay to feel sadness. It's okay to feel that hurt and devastation, maybe even anger. But we don't have to keep it. We don't have to own it. Know that we are not alone in how we're feeling. We are the light amidst the darkness. Our light will never blow out. We stand strong because we're not alone. We have brothers and sisters along with us. We have spirit with us. We are strong. Okay? So allow the feelings to come. And know that you're safe with them. You're safe in this space. Feel the warmth of the light surrounding you. Feel the comfort and the love. Feel the protection. Let's just stay here for a bit. Think about the things that you love, the things that bring you joy. Envision them there with you now. Maybe it's a companion. Maybe it's your best friend, a loved one that's passed in spirit, a place, maybe even a favorite food that you enjoy. See that now. Feel that now. Feel whatever emotion comes from those items, those people, those animals, those things, those places. Feel that. Allow that to replenish you, the love in that. And we're going to start breathing in and out as we have been, but with each breath out, we're retracting back that light. Okay? Each breath out, we're bringing that back inward. We're bringing that bright light inward. Each breath out, we're bringing it inward. Or rather, the breath in. That makes more logical sense. I apologize. Each breath in, we're pulling that light back into us. Leaving behind all the sadness, all the sorrow, all the devastation, all the fears. They're out. Instead, we're replenishing ourselves with love, protection, peace, light. And when we're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes, wiggle your feet and toes. Okay. You're welcome. How did you find that? Did you find that to be effective? And know that also you can use this meditation whenever you need to. I meant to say that towards the end, but we don't have to sit in fear and anxiety. We can release it and replace it with love. Always. There's never going to be a time that we're not able to access that from ourselves and from spirit. Okay. Good. I'm so happy to hear that you're able to release a lot. It sounds like you were able to release a lot. Um, and were you able to see love and invite that in for yourself as well to just replenish all that you just released? Yeah. Helps a lot. I get caught in anxiety. I felt such a warmth. Awesome. Yes, anxiety. I struggle with anxiety too from time to time. It can be really difficult to get out of that space, right? It can be really difficult. I know sometimes I wake myself up from just racing thoughts, just ruminating about different things that are happening in my life. And that's not helpful. It's not helpful. Um, but you know that you have control over what's happening, the things that you're sensing and feeling, that you can help ease that, right? And taking just a little moment. I think that was, I don't know how long that was, maybe 10 minutes. And you can sit in that space, excuse me. So sorry. Sorry. You can sit in that space for as long as you need to. It's always available for you. That's what's great about energy. We can manipulate it, right? And manipulation, all that is just finding ways to get our needs met. That's it. So we can manipulate energy for how we need our needs to be met. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. Is this like sticking up? Okay, there we go. Whew. Yeah, after my meditation yesterday, I felt so much better. It was just like this heaviness was just lifted. I think it's a balance between being aware of the world events and not letting the anxiety of it take over. Yeah, because there's a lot that's going on in the world that's not always discussed, right? Like the war that's still happening in Ukraine, the wars that are happening in Africa, Israel with the Palestinians, like that's still happening, you know? Just because we don't hear about it every day doesn't mean that it's not happening. So there's things happening, right? And we can express empathy. We can do our part, we can do what we can. But just individually, there's not much that we can do, right? But we can do a lot for ourselves. And holding space like this is so needed and so absolutely necessary. And I really thank you for being present and just allowing yourself to receive the healing that you did. And you needed it. We needed it. We need it. Okay. We're going to continue to. We're going to continue to. And yeah, it's just, remember, there's dualities. If there's darkness, then there's light too. And we can always tap into that lightness. We have to look after ourselves in order to bring any good in the world. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. We have to look after ourselves, because if we can't and we don't, there's not much that we can offer anyone else or the world at all, right? Um, Especially collectively, energetically, just it won't match. We can't do it. So it's okay to put ourselves first in order to do more for the collective humanity, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I have holes in my dress I didn't even know about. I hate that. Oh. I digress, though. Yeah, I digress. Yeah, yeah. Tomorrow is Friday. Moon. I mean, Willow Moon. It's already Friday or where you're at. Early morning Friday. But and then that's the end of the week, and then we have the weekend. So it will be okay. Are you doing anything great this weekend? Or relaxing this weekend? I'm not doing much. I'm just relaxing, doing some knitting. Ooh, that sounds nice. I have a session on Saturday because I rescheduled yesterday. I could not, couldn't. Again, I couldn't hold space for anyone else because I needed space to be held for me. So I rescheduled for tomorrow. So I mean, not tomorrow, but Friday, Saturday. Tomorrow I'm getting a new set of press-ons. I've been without them for a while because I really fucked my nails up with the first set that I did. So I wanted to let them heal. So now they're in a good space, and so now it's time for the long claws. So that's something that I'm going to do for myself. I bought some makeup stuff, and I bought some coffee. I've been seeing a lot of girlies on the TikTok making instant coffee, and I'm like, oh, that looks really good. So I bought some instant espresso coffee from Target. Do you guys have Target in the UK? I don't know. Um, and I got some creamer, which was chocolate marshmallow flavor. So we'll see. Wasn't what I was going for, but I was like, it'll do. And I got some like caramel sauce. I don't really like caramel, but it looks good in coffees. So it's like, we'll try it out. We'll try it out. Oh, you guys don't have Target. Oh, boo. Okay. But every time I go in Target, I'm spending like $50 or more. Oh, and I went in there just for like setting spray and some like shine stuff for my face as I get super shiny and oily. And I ended up spending like $50. And that was those two items alone were $25. So like, damn it, but I got paid today. So I was like, I could do a little bit of self-care, a little bit of can't talk, a little bit of self-care for myself. There we go. Just a little bit. I could do that for myself. So I did that, and I feel happy. And then tomorrow I get to see my friend and also my esthetician for my nails. And I haven't seen her since I moved to this house because the commute would have just been too much to do, and plus money and stuff like that, like getting a set. Normally my sets are like over $100 or close to it, and I'm like, I can't live like that anymore because I have a mortgage and I have, bills now. So I am just gonna. I'm like, I still want to support her business, and I still am not ready to give up nails yet. So let's do press on, and that seems to work. So I can still support her business and still get what I want. It's a win-win. Um, so yeah, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm always looking forward to not having to commute an hour. I get up at 3 a.m. I leave the house at like 4:15, get to work, and then I usually come home and I usually have 2 counseling clients a day. That's a lot after having a full day of work. It's not even my job. My job is not stressful. It's not heavy. I get paid good money for it. But it's the commute and then having back-to-back sessions and holding space for other people. It gets a lot. It's a long day. Yeah. So I'm trying to, find a remote job. I had not an interview. I had a phone screen yesterday for a job with an insurance company, and it's contracted. It starts on December 2nd. Um, and I'm like, it's contracted, but doesn't have benefits. So like, yeah, and I'm like, okay. They're like, at the end of the contract, which is 6 months, if we like you or if they like you, then they can offer you a full-time position. I'm like, okay, yeah, that works. That works. So that's a risk, but I'm gonna try it if I'm able to get interviewed because I'm doing the exact same job right now. So I could learn how to do. Like I can do it from home. Plus, I don't really like people like that, so I can work independently at home and not have, have like FOMO or anything like that. So that's what I'm trying to create that in my life before the end of the year because it's going to start snowing and I don't want to commute in that just at all. Um, Thank you. If it's meant to be ill being, if not, like I still have a job that I'm grateful for, gratitude, right? Like just going back to having things and expressing gratitude for them is where I'm at. But I really want to do that mediumship course. Have you heard of Andy Being, the medium over there? He's not in the UK anymore. He's here in America, but he's having a year mentorship program and I really want to invest in it. It is a pretty penny, but I feel like it's 100% worth it. You've not heard of him? Oh my gosh. Okay. He's a spiritualist medium from the Arthur Findlay College. He trained there. A lot of the well-known UK mediums train at the Arthur Findlay College because it's just fantastic. I do want to go back there. Sorry, my honey bunny texted me. And I think it'd be worth it, like for me to refocus on my mediumship because it's quite not where I want it to be. Like I know, like last week I was quite embarrassed. I know I got some stuff, but like usually I'm way better than that. And so I gotta get back in and be purposeful. So that's why I'm really trying to commit to doing my mediumship here, getting back on YouTube and focusing on YouTube primarily. I have a video I recorded last week, but I am still I have something that I'm going to offer and I have the information. I just need to format it. And that's something I plan on doing on Saturday. I still have quite a bit of formatting to do, but like I said, I will have the video out by Sunday. That's the goal. That is the goal. Yeah. So I'm excited about that too. So new things are developing. My website it should be published next week. Hold on, maybe not next week. 2 weeks? No, next week. So my website is supposed to launch next week, but we'll see. I don't know. I kind of want to like look it up and see where it's at now, but it's locked. So until my mentor releases it, I'm not going to be able to see it. So I can search and nothing's going to populate. So I'm excited about that. So there's things that are happening that I'm excited about that I'm choosing to refocus on. Because these other worldly things, I don't have any control over it. So we'll see. I've even contemplated moving to Canada or maybe even the UK. I don't know what the process looks like in the UK to immigrate over there. But we could just sell our house and do that because I mean, if shit comes to shit, seeking asylum, that's crazy to think about. But when there's a will, there's a way, right? So I'm choosing not to focus on it right now because there's nothing I can do. It's out of my control. It's out of our control, right? Yeah. Mendo's back. Hi, Mendo. Where's my baby boy? There he is. Hi, Mendo. Hi, babies. I think he wants attention. He rarely ever comes in the office. He's waiting for Dad. Yeah. Did you hear him pitter patter in here? He's so cute. The little love of my life, my little sunshine. I really love him so much. I can't even imagine my life without him. And just thinking about his transition date makes me so sad. I just can't imagine my life without him. We've been through some shit together. So I just love my little baby. But anywho, the other person that's here I'm wondering if you can say something in the chat. Been here for a while. Oh, what's your kitty's name? People at work, they love cats. In my department, excuse me, my department, they love cats. Alfie, Alfie, that's cute. Is it a little brown cat? I don't know. When I think of Alfie, I just think of brown, of chocolate color. Lindo, what's up? What's up, my little love monkeys? Come here, my babies. Okay, he's back. Oh, he's a light little ginger cat. Oh, how cute. We have his sister and his love interest. Her name is Ginger, and she's a ginger colored corgi pit mix. So she's got like the corgi ears, but the pit looking face and the corgi body and butt. She's so cute. I can't pick her up. She's a little bit too big, but Mendo loves her. Huh? You love Jenny Foo-Foos? My babies. He needs a face haircut. Him is so handsome when he has a face haircut. Yeah, Ginger. We call little Jenny Foo-Foo. Why I call her Jenny? Jenny Foo-Foo, Jin-Jins, all the things. Huh. Yeah. Mendocino. Laura. Hey, Amber. I tried to do a cord cutting session for my twin flame because of his negative energy that was disturbing me. Now all of a sudden I just start missing him. Okay. So Laura, if you're interested in scheduling a one-to-one with me, we can definitely go through that. I don't believe in cord cutting with your divine counterpart. It's not a thing. But if you're interested in working with me, we can discuss what you can do next, because it sounds like you're struggling in that connection. If you're interested, I do offer conscious relationship mentoring sessions, and you can book a session with me by, you know what, I'm just going to put the link in here. I don't know why I didn't do that. Hold on. Okay, I'm here. If you want to book a session with me for conscious relationship mentoring, go ahead and just click that link and you can see what my availability is. But it's an hour session and I provide you with intuitive guidance on what to do next in your journey. They're really good sessions. I love them. I haven't had a lot of them lately, but that's because I haven't been talking about twin flames lately. I felt like Spirit guided me to talk about that, and I shared my journey, and I've helped a lot of people. But I don't want to be known for just that. But I can totally help you on your journey, though, 100%. Okay. I did that because I started picking up on his karma, and my life became so bad. Okay, yeah, like I would love to dive into that deeper with you in a dedicated time and space. Okay, so check it out. Let me know what you think. If you guys ever want to get a hold of me, and you guys can email me, I'm going to go ahead and add that on here too, my email address. So you guys have access to me. If you have any questions, that's my email address. Super simple, amber@blossomrise.com. Keep it simple. We all love the simplicity of things, right? I don't know what happened to last week's live. I tried to repost it, but it did not repost, unfortunately. And I'm going to try to learn how to stream because it would, I don't know, like I think it would be just great to do. I have an account, but I just don't know how to use it. Gotta figure it out. But yeah, so I've been on here for 50 minutes already. That's a long time. It went by really fast. I'm really happy to hear that the meditation was super helpful for you, Willow. That means a lot. And I thank you so much for just showing up and supporting me every time I go live. That means a lot. And I'm hoping that the next time I go to the UK that we can meet up. That would be amazing. Are you near London? I know like London is like the most known place of the UK. The school is located in Stansted, which is like an hour outside of London, close to it. Oh, you are in London. Awesome. Okay. So the next time I plan, I really want to go back to the Arthur Findlay College because that was such a beautiful experience I had there in 2019. So beautiful. That's how I learned that mediumship is not just about a medium. It's about your own personal development, your own healing, your own personal experiences. Like it's deep. It runs deep. And I learned a lot about myself and my origin, my family origin, in that trip. And like, I would recommend anyone that's thinking about mediumship development, psychic development, healing development to go to Arthur Findlay College. Just an amazing experience. And so I'm so thankful I was able to have the opportunity to go. And I do plan on attending again. And so when I do, I would love to meet up with you for like coffee or tea or something, or some type of food. That would be great. Try to manifest more trips. Yeah, look at the college. The Arthur Findlay College is in Stansted. They offer a lot of, in person now that, the pandemic is over. And they have like healing, they have animal communication courses sometimes. They don't have like astrology though. They have trance mediumship, regular mediumship, psychic development. I mean, they just have a whole bunch of different courses that you could benefit from. It's amazing. The current president, Jackie Wright, she was my teacher when I was there, and she's just top notch. She's so sassy, and she just like directly like. I just absolutely loved her, and I wish that I could have studied under her, but the time difference and work and all that. So, but I'm figuring it out. Because eventually I do want to just work primarily for Blossom Rise and then have my private practice and be able to just go wherever I want and still be able to help people in this specific way that I'm able to help people. And I'm working on that. And that's what I'm choosing to focus on, is being able to build more so I could be more of service. Especially now, we are all going to need it. But yeah. So thank you again for hanging out with me. You guys have a great rest of your night. I will see you next Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If that changes, I will go ahead and notate. I will update the community. I'll write a message. Okay. Thank you so much. I feel so loved and so cared for, and I hope you feel the same from me to you. Continue to blossom and rise. Remember, practice that exercise whenever you need to. It's there for you. It's of you. And sometimes we just need help accessing that energy, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you next week. Be safe out there. Feel loved out there.